We're here to talk about the traffic stop and subsequent arrest of Raimundo Bustamante. This occurred on May 30th, on Wednesday, May 30th of last week. Members of my team made a traffic stop on a vehicle that was speeding, doing 80 and a 70 in the 14300 block of South IH-35. My officers started their interview of Mr. Bustamante, and during the course of that interview, the officers discovered that Mr. Bustamante wasn't being honest about the purpose of his trip, on where he was traveling, why he was traveling there, who he was going to see. And based upon that interview, officers asked Mr. Bustamante for consent to search his vehicle, which he granted. Mr. Bustamante gave my officers consent to search the vehicle, and during the course of that search of his vehicle, my officers observed several different items on the vehicle that led them to believe that something was off on his vehicle. My officers go through specific training to be able to identify possible traps or compartments in vehicles. And during the course of that search, they noticed a couple different things that threw them off and led them to believe that they need to further investigate what might be occurring. While one of our APD K-9 officers came to the scene and ran on the vehicle and gave a positive alert on the Pontiac SUV. While officers were conducting that search, they discovered several different markings and dust disturbances in and around the gas tank, and also on several different of the tires. They requested that this vehicle travel to our police garage, which is located here on 8th Street and IH-35. When they got the vehicle here, they immediately took the gas tank off, and with the help of our garage mechanics, and pulled approximately 23 bundles wrapped in plastic and saran wrap, just floating around the gas tank. They pulled those out, and during a more intrusive search of the vehicle, they pulled off all 4 tires and discovered that 3 of the 4 tires had lead moon-shaped boxes that were surrounding the wheel of the tire. And they had to use basically drills and saws to drill them open, and discovered that there's probably 3 moon-shaped little lead containers in each tire, which contained probably about 60 pounds of loose methamphetamines. And all this methamphetamines was basically in a powder type form, which came out, we learned the next day, up to approximately 93 pounds of methamphetamines hidden in the gas tank and also 3 of the 4 tires. The estimated street value of the seized drugs is $1.6 million. Mr. Bustamante was charged with possession of controlled substance with intent to deliver, and he was booked into Travis County, but he has subsequently been transferred to federal custody as of yesterday morning.